Good morning, viewer. BNSR, here's a breaking news. Yes, incentives like gaining points or earning small monetary rewards motivated individuals at a high risk for heart disease or stroke to boost their daily walking by roughly 10%, maintaining this increase over the span of a year. These findings, presented at the American College of Cardiology's annual scientific session, revealed that the study achieved its main goal by demonstrating a statistically significant rise in the daily step count of participants from the beginning to the end of the 12-month period. This is one of the largest and longest duration randomized trials of a home-based interventions to promote physical activity, said Alexander Panarov, MD, Assistant Professor of Medicine at the University of Pennsylvania, Perelman School of Medicine and lead author of the study. Our findings show that interventions based on techniques from behavioral economics can achieve and sustain increased levels of physical activity in a population with risk factors for cardiovascular diseases and could be another tool to help reduce cardiovascular risks. Behavioral economics is a field that uses concepts from economics and psychology to better understand and influence how people make decisions. Insights from behavioral economics can be applied in many other fields, including medicine and public health, Panarov said. To be active, study tested whether certain techniques from behavioral economics could help people increase their level of daily walking. One technique, known as gamification, uses elements of game playing such as competition and point scoring. Another uses financial incentives, with people gaining or losing small amounts of money based on their behavior. We know that physical activity is important for cardiovascular health, Panarov said. Many studies have shown that people who engage in more physical activity are healthier and have fewer heart attacks and strokes than people who engage in less. This is equally true for people who have previously had a heart attack or a stroke or have heart failure or at risk for cardiovascular diseases. Only about 1 in 5 Americans regularly gets 150 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity per week, the amount recommended by many public health organizations, and that number declines further as people age, Panarov said. While the widely publicized advice to get 10,000 steps a day is not based on scientific evidence, he said, studies do show that taking more steps per day, up to about 7,500, can reduce the risk of death from heart disease. In fact, a study published in JACC Heart Failure found that increasing daily step counts was linked to better health status over a 12-year period. To be active, study enrolled 1,062 people with a median age of 67 years, of whom 60% were women and 25% were non-white. One-third had a household income of less than $50,000 per year. All participants either had cardiovascular diseases or were at risk for it. Every participant received a fitness tracker on the wrist that automatically uploaded their daily steps count to a secure website. At study entry, participants' average daily step count was about 5,000. Each participant was asked to choose whether their goal was to increase their daily step count by 33%, 40%, 50%, or at least 1,500 steps more than their level at study entry. Previous studies have shown that when people choose their own goal, they are more likely to achieve it, Panarov said. Then that's exclusive report.